Kendra and welcome back to my channel. Today, I invite you into my closet for an updated Q&A. I asked you guys to ask me questions on TikTok, Instagram, and my YouTube channel, and I'm going to be answering them all in this video. But first, I of course need to have my magic mind. I made mine into an iced latte with oat milk and ice, and this is my favorite way to drink magic mind because I just feel like I'm sipping on a matcha drink, which that's exactly what it is, but I just love having it this way, and sipping it throughout my entire morning, like while getting ready, has been my favorite part of my morning routine. And overall, my productivity has been just amazing, as well as my mind clarity and even my sleep. I've been getting such good sleep lately because of this amazing drink. First of all, can we just talk about the taste? I love the taste. They use the highest grade of matcha, which is my favorite part about Magic Mind. Just like I mentioned in my last two videos, you can use my discount code SarahBaird20 for 56% off your first subscription with Magic Mind in the next 10 days. Thank you so much to Magic Mind for sending over these amazing productivity shots. I'm so grateful to incorporate this into my morning routine. Now let's answer some of these questions. First of all, can we talk about my cute case? Look how cute this case is. I'm obsessed with it. It's from Wildflower. I love their cases so much. They have so many cute, like feminine, coquette inspired cases. So the first question that I'm going to be answering is, do you think your aesthetic will ever change? I've thought about this question so many times, and I always wonder, will I hate the color pink? Because if I did, I would literally have to change so many things. Like my closet, my wardrobe, I would have to change. My room decor, I'd have to change. And overall, I just don't see myself changing aesthetics anytime soon. And if I did, I genuinely don't think I would steer away from like being girly or feminine. I feel like that will always be a part of my style and my aesthetic. So to answer your question, I don't think so. But if I did, it would probably be like the coastal granddaughter aesthetic, which is pretty close to the style that I have right now that I would love to embrace more often. Heather asked, what's your go-to drink? Are we talking like alcohol or regular like drink? If we're talking like regular drink, I genuinely love water. Like that's my favorite drink. I don't like soda. The only soda I'll have is like club soda, which is basically like sparkling water with some lime and salt. But other than that, I love like fruity drinks, maybe lemonade. But for like alcohol, my go-to is tequila or white wine. Heather also asked, what is your favorite lip gloss? Well, I have been a Maybelline lifter gloss girl through and through. That's my favorite lip gloss ever. I'm actually wearing it right now. The one that I love for summer is called Moon 003. This one is so sparkly, and I love this one because of how hydrating it is, and it's honestly pretty affordable since it is drugstore. I don't feel that bad like going through these like nothing. These are my favorite, and it feels like it's a high-end lip gloss, but you're not really paying the high-end price. Heather also asked, what is your favorite current perfume? Well, I've been loving Forever in Love, but besides this one, I have been loving Replica on a Date. Is so good. I love this one. It's the best I can describe it is like a rose garden, and I love this for like date night vibes, and this is like for every day. These are probably my favorite go-to spring and summer fragrances. Also, I have to give an honorable mention to Skylar Clean Beauty. This perfume is incredible. It's called Vanilla Sky. If you're looking for like a vanilla fragrance, I love this one so much. And they also have a fragrance that literally smells like cotton candy, and it's called Boardwalk Delight. I love that one. That one is probably my favorite for summer because it literally smells like you're walking on a boardwalk near the beach and you smell like cotton candy and salt air, and it's just the best summer perfume ever. I love it so much. I don't have it with me right here. It's in my bathroom, but literally those four fragrances are my go-to. What goal are you most focused on this year? Honestly, I've been so happy doing YouTube, and that is definitely my number one goal and priority. I love doing YouTube so much, and I'm just so happy to create long form content that is also like girly, because I feel like not many creators are doing YouTube nowadays. Everyone's doing like TikTok and Instagram, and I'm just so happy to be the you know, one of the girly girls that are doing YouTube. I love YouTube so much. Mary, the vintage vegan, asks, how do you stay inspired? I go through so many phases where I just feel like it depends where I'm at in the time of the month because near my period time, I am comparing the crap out of myself to people, and I, you know, stay away from consuming content. Like, consuming too many people's content that are in your particular niche can be so harmful to like your, not only your mental health, but also like your creativity and being different from other creators. I just feel like subconsciously, if you're constantly consuming other people's content in your niche, you will subconsciously copy those people without, you know, even trying to. So I recommend just staying off social media. I love to go on Pinterest. I just feel like Pinterest is the most inspiring thing. And also, I love going on like Threads. I know that seems so random and it's kind of like Twitter, but I love going on Threads because it's kind of like giving Pinterest vibes. I also love creating playlists on Apple Music and Spotify and listening to inspiring music, girly vibes, and, you know, just stay in your own little bubble. And that's how I personally stay inspired. She also asked, how do you edit your videos? So I feel like if I did a whole video on how I edited my videos, I feel like no one would watch it or I would attract the wrong audience. So if you have any particular questions, definitely just DM me and I will answer them for you. But in short, I edit on Final Cut Pro, and Final Cut Pro is basically like a step up or an upgrade to iMovie. And the reason why I use Final Cut Pro is because I can color grade on there, and I think there's a little bit more advanced editing features on Final Cut Pro versus iMovie. But if you don't want to pay the money for Final Cut Pro, just use iMovie. And for my graphics and thumbnails, I use Canva, and they have a upgraded version as well as a free version. I personally use the upgraded version because there's a little bit more features you can use and more graphics. But if you don't want to pay for it, you don't have to. There's a lot of free, like really cute graphics on there. And for like my title pages and little icons and everything, that I edit on Canva and just import it into Final Cut Pro. My favorite thing is Pinterest as well for graphics. You can use like wallpapers or whatnot and import them into your video as like little title screen pages. I love to use the loveshackfancy like wallpapers. Just really let your creativity show through your editing. I love using little sounds and things like that to really like spice up my videos. For music, I use Epidemic Sound, and that you do have to pay for, which I highly recommend out of all of the things I just mentioned to pay for the Epidemic Sound, because if you are monetized, you definitely want to use something that is royalty free and that won't get you copyrighted. And I've used like YouTube copyright free music, but I always ended up getting copyrighted. I love Epidemic Sound and I highly recommend it because they do have some really cute like girly aesthetic sounds on there that I use for my videos. It does take me hours to find really cute audios and sounds and music, but it is so worth it. Violet asks, what is your favorite author and actor? And what is your favorite genre of literature or film? I just feel like I cannot answer this question because I don't read that much. So I feel like I personally don't have a favorite author right now, and I feel like that is such a crime, and I feel so bad saying that, but I genuinely just want to be honest, and I don't read that much. But as far as a favorite actor, I guess I could just tell you my favorite shows at the moment, because I genuinely don't really have a favorite actor. I guess it would be like Anne Hathaway. I really love the movies that she's in, and I feel like she does such a good job. A couple of my favorite TV shows are Outer Banks, Emily in Paris, You, of course Gossip Girl, but I'm trying to think of shows that are running right now that are like kind of newish. I can't think right now. I'm like mind blinking. But I swear I have more. I watch a lot of YouTube. Recently, I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos because I feel like Netflix doesn't really have anything right now. Like, I'm waiting for Emily in Paris to come out, I'm waiting for Outer Banks to come out, and I'm waiting for You to come out. So, I don't know. Lately, it's been so dry. Like, I haven't been watching a lot of things because I'm waiting for these shows to come out. So the next question is from Crystal, and she says, I've been waiting for a loveshackfancy Kendra Scott update. I know. I am so sorry. I have been putting off the update because I didn't end up buying anything. And I was actually talking to my friend Janine over on Instagram, and we were just talking about how like vintage jewelry seems to last longer than the jewelry that is being put out right now. Like, for example, this sweetheart bracelet is vintage. It's from, I believe, World War II, and it's still in really good condition. There's no tarnishing on it. There's barely any signs of wear. There's barely any scratches on it. Versus like the jewelry that I have right now that I have purchased, I just feel like it's not as good quality, and I feel like if I'm gonna invest in something that is over, like the prices on Kendra Scott Love Shack Fancy collab were like around $90 per necklace, which is probably what I would have gotten anyway. I just didn't feel comfortable paying that amount when I can literally buy a vintage piece for the exact same price, if not a little bit more, and it'll last me a longer period of time. I've never owned anything from Kendra Scott, so I'm not sure how it holds up, and I'm not sure how good quality it is, but I was personally just so hesitant, and I don't know, I really love the pieces of the collection, but I just decided not to get anything because I just want to invest in pieces that will last me a really long time and that are really good quality. So that's my answer there, but I really enjoyed the collection, and if I were to get something, I would have gotten the heart locket or the bow necklace. I was in between both of those, but again, I already have a bow necklace, and I already have like 2 to 3 heart necklaces, so I just didn't need any of those pieces in my collection. And I have bow earrings. I have like 3 pairs of bow earrings, and I even have heart earrings, so I just feel like nothing in the collection I needed because I already had a lot of those pieces anyway in my personal jewelry collection. Jazz asked, did you go to college? And what advice do you have about relationship with men? So I did go to college. I graduated in 2022, I believe. It's been such a blur. Actually, no, I think I graduated in 2021. All of these years are meshing together because of COVID. But yeah, I did go to college. I graduated with a bachelor's degree in marketing and advertising. The relationship with men question, I genuinely don't know because I've been in a relationship for over 7 years with the same person, and I genuinely don't know. I have no advice for you because I haven't been in the dating scene in over 7 years. So a lot has changed since then, I'm sure. And also, Chris is literally my first boyfriend. Literally. He's my first and only boyfriend, besides like those flings that you have in like 6th grade that don't really count. He's literally the first boyfriend I've ever had, so I genuinely can't give you any advice because I've only been through this once. And I don't think I'm going through it again because we've been together for 7 years and I don't see a future of us breaking up. So that's my answer there. Heather asked again, what's something you're looking forward to? I love you so much. I love you too, Heather. I'm looking forward to summer vacation to be specific. I am going somewhere and I'm so excited. And of course, I'm going to be vlogging it. I just don't know when I'm going to be sharing where I'm going, but you guys will find out in the next month or 2 where I'm going, but I'm really excited. And finally, Gracie asks, what is your favorite thing about tapping into your feminine energy? I feel like this question is so long-winded because so much goes into like being feminine, and you know, whether that be like clothing or your fragrance or makeup or whatever it is, I just feel like everything that comes with being a girl I love so much. And the last question Gracie asked is, have you always been girly or has your aesthetic been different in the past? I just feel like I should do a whole video on my style evolution because I have not always been girly. With my parents splitting up when I was younger, I was always like bouncing around from my dad to my mom, but I was mainly with my dad for the majority part of my childhood. So I just feel like I had that like tomboyish style. I never was really into dresses. I actually hated dresses, and my dad would make me wear dresses to like church on Sunday, and I just hated him for it because I hated dresses, I hated skirts, I loved jeans and shorts, I hated the color pink, I hated Barbies, and I loved playing with like toy cars when I was little. So I genuinely don't know what happened to me because I'm the complete opposite to what I was when I was little. I guess you could say I used to be like tomboyish, and then getting into high school I would kind of piggyback off of like what everyone else was wearing and what all the styles were back in the day. And then college came and I just feel like I was just so tired of like dressing how everyone else was dressing, and I kind of just fell in love with Gabby and fell in love with loveshackfancy, and I kind of just fell into this style and aesthetic while I was in college. And I feel like I always had it in me deep down, because whenever I would hang around certain friends and they would be a little bit more feminine, I was always like drawn to it. I have my ears pierced and I didn't really wear earrings, and I remember one of my friends convinced me to wear earrings more often, and I was kind of like loving those little feminine touches. And then we got into like dress shopping together, and I was like falling in love with dresses, and I think it just kind of trickled into like the style that I have now with the people that I watched, like influencers that I watched, and also like shows that I loved, like The Princess Diaries and Gossip Girl. And over time it just turned into the style that I have now. That is all the questions I'm going to be answering in today's video. If you have any more questions, definitely leave them down below and I will be sure to answer them. Give this video a like and subscribe. Join the girly family. I would love to have you. I will see you in my next girly video. I love you guys so much. Bye!